Words of power. Rejection is not a reason to quit, it's a reason to keep trying. Richard Branson. Being prepared for something bigger requires more than what you currently possess. When you are rejected, the first thing to do is pause and reflect. Don't react impulsively or allow emotions to cloud your judgment. Take a moment to consider why the rejection occurred. Was it because you were aiming too low, settling for less than you deserve? Or is it because there is another path you need to pursue, one that aligns more closely with your purpose and calling? Embrace the lesson that rejection offers. There is always something to be learned from every experience, and rejection is no exception. It teaches you resilience, patience, and the value of persistence. Rejection forces you to assess your strengths and weaknesses and develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. Do not allow rejection to lead to bitterness or self-doubt. Use rejection as fuel to propel yourself forward. Let it motivate you to improve, grow, and become better than you were before. Remember that every achievement is often preceded by moments of rejection. Those who succeed are the ones who refuse to give up despite setbacks. Rejection is a part of life, but it is not the end of your story. Trust that there is a plan for you far greater than you can imagine. God may close a door today, but that is only because He is preparing to open a better one tomorrow. When you are rejected, keep moving forward, knowing that your best days are still ahead of you. Rejection is often misunderstood as a final verdict on our worth or potential. In truth, rejection is not an end, it is a redirection. When you encounter rejection, it is as if life is nudging you away from one path to lead you toward another, often better direction. Rejection serves as a divine intervention, steering you away from situations, people, or opportunities that may not be in your best interest. It is saying, "This isn't for you, but trust me, something greater is ahead." Rather than seeing rejection as a door slamming shut, view it as a new path opening up, one that you may not have considered, but is exactly where you need to be. Rejection challenges you to reassess your goals and purpose and look at the bigger picture. Sometimes we settle for less than we deserve because we fear aiming higher. However, rejection clears away distractions and illusions, guiding you toward what is more aligned with your true purpose. While rejection may initially make you feel lost or disoriented, it is important to remember that every detour has its destination. Trust in the redirection, knowing that what lies ahead is far greater than what you are leaving behind. When faced with rejection, one of the most important things you can do is to reflect in the immediate aftermath. Emotions can run high and feelings of disappointment or frustration may cloud your judgment. It is natural to want to react quickly, whether by defending yourself, seeking validation, or trying to immediately compensate for what you've lost. However, reacting impulsively can lead to decisions that are poorly thought out or unbeneficial in the long run. Taking time to step back from the intensity of your emotions allows you to gain perspective. It enables you to separate your feelings from the situation, providing the clarity needed to think more deeply about what has happened and why. Reflection becomes a powerful tool for understanding rejection, not as a personal failure, but as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. When you take the time to reflect, ask yourself, does this opportunity truly align with my values and goals? Did I perhaps miss certain signs that it wasn't the right fit? Is there something I can learn from this experience that will better prepare me for the future? By answering these questions, you begin to see rejection not as a setback but as a stepping stone towards something more suitable for you. Reflection helps you navigate your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to find the wisdom needed to approach your next steps with intention and confidence. What may initially feel like a disappointment can transform into a powerful catalyst for personal and spiritual growth. Take a moment to assess your path. This involves stepping back to evaluate the direction you've been heading and determining whether it truly aligns with your ultimate goals and purpose. Rejection often serves as a wake-up call, prompting you to reconsider the choices you've made and the path you're on. When you assess your path, you begin to ask yourself, is the direction I've been pursuing truly where I want to go? Have I been chasing after something that isn't truly aligned with who I am? Sometimes we get so caught up in the pursuit of a particular opportunity that we overlook what is genuinely the right fit for us. Rejection can signal that it's time to reevaluate and make necessary adjustments. Assessing your abilities and aligning your actions and goals with your true self helps you move toward a future that resonates with your values and passions. Rejection may reveal that you were aiming for something too small, something that doesn't fully utilize your gifts and potential. It may show you that the path you were on was not meant for you, and that there is a better, more fulfilling path ahead. Rejection also provides an opportunity to identify areas for improvement. Perhaps it is a sign that you need to develop certain skills or gain more experience before you can reach a higher level. It can indicate that you need to shift your focus and explore new avenues that you had not considered before. Ultimately, assessing your path after rejection is about aligning your life with your purpose. It's a moment to ensure that you're not simply following a path out of habit, fear, or societal pressure, but one that genuinely reflects who you are and where you want to go. By doing so, you can turn rejection into a powerful opportunity for redirection, guiding you toward a future that is more fulfilling and aligned with your highest aspirations. When rejection comes, it is natural to feel discouraged. One of the most powerful responses is to embrace the lesson that rejection offers. Every rejection carries a lesson, sometimes subtle, that can serve as a stepping stone to greater wisdom, resilience, and success. Embracing the lesson begins with shifting your perspective. View rejection not as a failure or reflection of your inadequacy, but as a teacher. Rejection is not there to break you down. It is there to build you up, showing you areas where you can grow and refine your approach. The insights gained might be about perseverance, teaching you that success often requires more persistence and effort than you initially thought. It may also teach you humility, reminding you that no matter how skilled or prepared you are, challenges and obstacles will always exist that require patience and adaptability. Embracing this lesson helps you develop patience and understand that not every opportunity is meant to be seized immediately. It encourages you to trust the process and recognize that delays or setbacks often serve a greater purpose in the grand scheme of your life. Another lesson that rejection offers is self-awareness. It gives you a chance to reflect on your strengths and weaknesses, helping you better understand yourself. You may identify skills you need to develop further, or perhaps your approach needs refining. By embracing this lesson, you gain clarity on what you need to work on to be better equipped for future opportunities. Embracing the lesson also involves letting go of any resentment or bitterness that arises from rejection. Holding on to negative emotions only weighs you down and blinds you to the valuable insights that rejection can provide. Approach the situation with a mindset of curiosity, asking yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can this rejection make me stronger, wiser, or more prepared for the future? By doing so, you transform rejection from a source of pain into a catalyst for growth. Ultimately, embracing the lesson means understanding that rejection is not a setback, but a stepping stone towards something greater, an opportunity to refine your vision, sharpen your skills, and deepen your character. When you approach rejection with this mindset, you find that every encounter brings you a step closer to your true self. When facing rejection, it is important to avoid bitterness. Bitterness can be like a poison that seeps into your heart and mind, clouding your judgment and tainting your outlook on life. Negative emotions can hold you back from moving forward and embracing new opportunities. It is natural to feel that life has been unfair and to dwell on feelings of hurt, disappointment, and resentment. However, allowing these feelings to create a cycle of negativity prevents you from seeing the possibilities that lie ahead. The key to avoiding bitterness is to cultivate gratitude. Even in the face of rejection, there are still things in your life to be thankful for. Your health, your relationships, your talents, and the opportunities that are yet to come. By focusing on the positives, you can shift your mindset away from what you've lost and toward what you still have. Choosing forgiveness is also vital in avoiding bitterness. This does not mean you have to condone the actions of those who rejected or hurt you, but it does mean releasing the hold that anger and resentment have over you. Forgiveness frees you from the emotional burden of bitterness, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart and a clear mind. It is an act of self-liberation, giving you the freedom to pursue your path without being weighed down by the past. Holding on to anger and resentment may seem like a way to maintain control, but it is the anger that controls you, keeping you locked in the past and preventing you from fully embracing the present or moving toward the future. When you forgive, you are not erasing the past or pretending it didn't happen. You are choosing not to let it dictate how you live your life today. Forgiveness also involves self-compassion. We often allow past experiences to affect our self-worth and self-esteem, identifying ourselves as victims of others' actions. Forgiveness enables you to separate yourself from the hurt, recognizing what happened to you without letting it define who you are. By forgiving, you reclaim your identity and choose to live beyond the labels of victimhood or suffering. In conclusion, forgiveness is a powerful tool. It carries lessons that can only be received when you release the anger. Forgiveness opens the door to reflection, allowing you to see what the experience taught you about yourself, your relationships, and your values. It gives you clarity about where boundaries need to be set and what changes need to be made for personal growth to occur. In this way, forgiveness becomes a stepping stone toward becoming a stronger, wiser, and more resilient individual. Forgiving others doesn't mean you must continue to allow harmful behavior in your life. It often requires creating boundaries to protect yourself from future harm. Recognizing that forgiveness and reconciliation are two different things is vital. Forgiveness is about letting go of the emotional hold that wrongdoing has on you. It doesn't necessarily mean continuing in the same relationship or situation. Sometimes, the most loving and healthy thing you can do is forgive while maintaining distance or establishing boundaries. Learning to forgive yourself is also crucial. We are often our own harshest critics, holding on to guilt, shame, or regret long after others have moved on. Self-forgiveness is essential as it allows you to acknowledge your humanity and capacity to make mistakes. We all have moments in life where we fall short, wishing we could have done things differently. However, holding on to self-condemnation perpetuates the cycle of pain and keeps you stuck in a state of self-punishment. Choosing to forgive yourself is an act of self-love, permitting you to move forward, learn from the past, and grow into the person you are meant to become. Ultimately, forgiving yourself is about reclaiming your power and choosing to live beyond the labels of victimhood or suffering. By learning from your experiences and recognizing the lessons they carry, you can transform rejection into a powerful catalyst for personal growth and success. About the book. Are you ready to tap into your inner strength and achieve greatness? The Power Series is your guide to acquiring the power and knowledge you need to succeed in every sphere of life. Through this inspiring series, you'll discover the secrets to building mental toughness and resilience, the keys to achieving physical health and wellness, the strategies for building strong social connections and networks, the techniques for mastering your emotions and achieving spiritual growth. Join the journey to unleashing your inner strength and achieving greatness. Don't let limitations hold you back. Empower yourself with the Power Series and start achieving your dreams today. About the author. Reverend Dr. Olufunke is a dynamic, multifaceted woman of God who is full of substance and virtue. She believes that every woman must die empty, and with this mindset she strives to explore and fulfill her God-given potential. With a mandate to restore people and bring hope to her generation, she has positively impacted many lives and continues to influence her generation with powerful, life-changing messages. Her focus is on relationships, marriage, the home, and womanhood as a whole. Her multifaceted ministry also aids men and women struggling with sexual addiction, helping them break free and step into their God-ordained destiny. Through her heaven-inspired teaching and preaching, her voice resonates with freedom to all who know what it means to be in chains. Dr. Olufunke is the founder of the Women College of Ministry, Men College of Ministry, and the School of Finishing Touches. Reverend Dr. Olufunke is a life coach who reaches out daily to be a blessing to people's lives through her on-air radio program, Moment to Ponder. Her weekly on-air live radio program, She Matters, Straight Talk with Olufunke, on Blast FM is always a delight to many, as she dishes out wisdom nuggets on how to manage relationships, home, marriage, and life in general. Reverend Dr. Olufunke is the founder of Mending Lives Foundation, a non-governmental organization targeted at assisting the less privileged and, most importantly, the emotionally damaged individuals in society. She is also a certified family therapist and professional counselor. Reverend Dr. Olufunke is a prolific writer and a distinguished author who has published over 100 books that have been of immense blessing to her generation. A mother and grandmother, she is a solid teacher of the Word and a highly sought expert on conference speaking with deep insight into God's Word. Reverend Dr. Olufunke carries prophetic grace and anointing to bring change to the lives of anyone under the sound of her voice.